You said this before. You whispered it to yourself at midnight, staring at your ceiling, telling yourself next year will be different. But it wasn't. It looked the same. Same tired excuses. Same lazy mornings. Same people draining your time. Same bad habits stealing your progress. Same fear. Same doubt. Same voice in your head saying, maybe tomorrow. And here you are, another year gone, another page turned. And what changed? Nothing. Don't lie to yourself anymore. You've done that for too long. You've convinced yourself that staying the same is safe, that waiting till you're ready is smart, that keeping quiet is humble, but deep down, you know it's all fear. Fear of being seen trying and failing, fear of committing and falling short, fear of change, fear of growth, fear of waking up and realizing that a whole decade went by and you didn't do the thing you were born to do. Don't waste another year like this. You don't get an infinite number of these. Your time is not unlimited. You don't get to play forever. Your body won't always bounce back. Your energy won't always be this high. Your mind won't always be this sharp. Life has an expiration date, and none of us know when it is. You think that's dramatic? Fine, be dramatic, but it's still true. Every minute you spend waiting is one you never get back. You owe it to yourself to try. You owe it to the younger version of you who had dreams. You owe it to the older version of you who will look back one day and wonder what could have been. You owe it to the people who believe in you. You owe it to the people who need your voice, your strength, your example. And if nobody believes in you right now, good. Then prove them wrong. Don't waste another year talking about what you're going to do. Do it. Set the alarm. Get up early. Go to the gym. Read the books. Cut off the distractions. Have the hard conversations. Learn the skill. Build the body. Create the plan. Execute the plan. Screw the plan up. Learn. Try again. Keep going. Stay hungry. Because every time you choose to show up, every time you choose to push forward even when you're tired, scared, or doubting, you're separating yourself from the people who will still be standing in the same place 1 year from now, saying, this year it'll be different. Make this the year it actually is. Don't wait for January 1st. Start today. Don't wait for a new week. Start today. Don't wait for a perfect moment. Start today. Because if you keep waiting for life to give you permission, you'll never do it. Life isn't going to hand you the opportunity. You create the opportunity by showing up, by being relentless, by getting out of your own way. Let this year be the one you break your own limits. Let this be the year you stop saying, someday. Someday is today. Let this be the year you don't flinch. Let this be the year you don't fold. Let this be the year you finally realize you don't need anyone's approval to go after the life you want. You're not too old. You're not too late. You're not behind. You're just getting started. You think you're stuck? You're not stuck. You're just scared. You're scared of what it might mean to actually become the person you talk about becoming. Because becoming that person means giving something up. The laziness, the comfort, the excuses, the I'll do it later. You have to kill who you were to become who you're meant to be. That's the price. Nobody tells you that part, that greatness costs you. It costs sleep, it costs comfort, it costs relationships, it costs popularity, it costs ease. But the return is freedom, confidence, pride, purpose, legacy. The return is walking into any room and knowing you belong there. The return is looking in the mirror and knowing you're finally becoming who you were built to be. But none of that happens if you waste another year. So what are you waiting for? The perfect moment? The right motivation? Somebody to come along and drag you to your destiny? Nobody is coming. Nobody's going to fight for your future harder than you. If you're tired of being tired, get up. If you're sick of failing, learn why. If you're scared, do it scared. If you want it, prove it. There's no more time to coast, no more time to talk, no more time to just dream. It's time to move. You want to know the truth? The honest, painful truth? Most people won't change. Most people will waste another year, just like the last. And you will watch them complain about the same problems, make the same excuses, stay stuck in the same loop. You'll watch them talk about how they just need a break, how they need to catch up on rest, how they just don't feel like it today. And those people will not win. They will stay average. They will stay frustrated. They will stay behind. Don't be like most people. This is your warning shot. This is your moment. This is the part of the movie where the main character wakes up and decides it's time to go. That's you. You are the main character. More strength, more fire, more potential. Don't you feel it? That quiet pressure in your chest that tells you you're not living at your highest level yet? That's not guilt. That's not anxiety. That's the calling. That's your future self, screaming back through time, begging you to move. Not tomorrow, now. You know what needs to be done. You've known for a long time. But knowing doesn't change your life. Doing does. Look, there is no secret. There is no hack. There is no magic bullet. It's not about motivation. It's about decision. It's about deciding, right now, that you are done wasting time, that you are done procrastinating, that you are done talking, that you're done coasting, that you are done letting other people write your story. Because if you don't pick up the pen, someone else will. This is the year you stop being almost ready, almost disciplined, almost successful, almost in shape, almost confident, almost doesn't win, almost doesn't finish, almost doesn't make history. Do you want to be almost, or do you want to be undeniable? Because being undeniable means outworking everyone who is more talented than you. It means refusing to fold, even when you're dead tired, alone, and unsure. It means building your identity around effort, not results. You might not win every day, but you show up every day. That's how you stack momentum. That's how you turn movement into transformation. This is how you win. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start and refuse to stop. Here's the truth. The longer you wait, the heavier the regret gets. It grows, it compounds, and one day it shows up like a weight you can't shake. Regret is a brutal teacher. So, don't learn the hard way. Don't learn what it's like to sit with what if. What if I had tried harder? What if I had believed in myself? What if I had just done the work? You've got to realize that you're capable of way more than you think. You've got to stop waiting to feel like it. You will never feel like it. You will not wake up one day magically excited to change your life. You create momentum by moving, even when you don't want to. You want to feel proud of yourself? Do hard things. You want confidence? Earn it in the trenches. Confidence is a side effect of keeping promises to yourself. Get uncomfortable. That's where growth lives. You keep trying to grow in comfort, that's why nothing sticks. The gym will hurt, waking up early will suck, turning off your phone will sting, saying no to the wrong people will be lonely. But guess what? That pain is temporary. That discomfort is a signal. It means you're doing something right. Embrace it. Let it mold you. You are not behind. You are just undisciplined. But discipline can be built. You can make that choice today. Today can be the first brick in a completely different life. Not a perfect life, a real one. One you're proud of. One that reflects who you are, not just what you've settled for. But you have to decide, and deciding means doing. No more wishing, no more hoping, no more waiting for the new year, the new job, the new spark. Build your own fire. Start small, start ugly, start broke, start scared. But start, because another year is coming whether you're ready or not. Another year will pass. Another 365 days will come and go. Another January, another summer, another birthday, and the question will be, what did you do with it? Will you have made progress? Will you have taken risks? Will you have chased something that actually sets your soul on fire? Or will you be sitting in the exact same spot, telling yourself the same story, hoping the next year will finally be different? Because if you keep living the same year over and over, you're not growing, you're stuck. Stuck in loops of almosts and maybes, trapped by comfort disguised as patience. And one day you'll realize you were never waiting on the right time, you were hiding. You were afraid of your own potential, because deep down you knew if you really gave it everything, there would be no more excuses left. That's the truth. You're not afraid of failure. You're afraid that if you really try, fully, completely, you'll find out you could have done it all along. That the only thing ever stopping you was you. And once you admit that, there's no going back. You can't keep pretending you don't know what to do. You can't keep playing small. You can't keep blaming everyone else. You have to kill that old version of yourself. The lazy version, the scared version, the distracted version, the version that quit after one setback, that folded under pressure, that needed someone else to believe in them before they believed in themselves. That version, let it die here. Let it die today. Because every day you keep that version alive is another day you cheat your future. Another day you live under your potential. Another day you lie to your family, to your kids, to your legacy. And let's be real. Your future family is counting on you now. The kids you don't even have yet are counting on you now. The people who will be inspired by your transformation, they're waiting, they're watching. They just don't know it yet. You want to be a leader? Then lead yourself. Lead yourself through the storm, through the fatigue, through the boredom, through the pain, through the silence. You don't need hype. You need hunger. You don't need luck. You need obsession. You don't need more time. You need more truth. Here it is. You're either building your future or you're letting it rot. And time does not care which one you choose. You will never get these days back. You will never get this moment again. You either use it or you lose it, period. Don't waste another year like this. Because if not now, when? If not you, who? And if you back down now, What does that say about how badly you want it? The clock doesn't pause when you're tired. The opportunity doesn't wait until you feel ready. And nobody is going to hand you the life you say you want. You will have to bleed for it. You will have to sweat for it. You will have to suffer for it. And you will have to want it more than you want to breathe. And that victory, it won't be loud. It won't come with applause. There won't be a parade waiting at the finish line. But you'll know. You'll feel it. It'll be in the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself when no one's watching. Because you'll have done the one thing most people never do. You followed through. You didn't tap out when life got heavy. You didn't fold when it got hard. You didn't let another year slip through your fingers while you made excuses and called it bad timing. You made the decision. You flipped the switch. You burned the old blueprint. And instead of saying, maybe next year, you said, this year is mine. That version of you who starts and quits, buried. That version who talks big but acts small, gone. That version who keeps waiting for a sign, this is it. You don't need a New Year's resolution. You don't need motivation from a TikTok clip. You need to remember the promise you made to yourself when you were alone, when you were frustrated, when you knew you were capable of more, but kept settling for less. You said, I'm done living like this, so act like it. This is about self-respect. You can't claim to love yourself and keep letting yourself slide. You can't talk about discipline and keep choosing comfort every time it gets uncomfortable. You can't want to win and live like someone who's okay losing. You've been handed time. You've been handed opportunity. You've been handed pain, struggle, setbacks, and you're still standing. So tell me this, what are you going to do with what's left? Because this is the year where you either break your patterns or you become the pattern. This is the year where you either take the hit and keep moving forward, or you stay down, waiting for someone else to come pick you up. This is the year where you either sacrifice for your goals, or your goals get sacrificed again. And let me remind you, you've already done the hard part. You survived every version of your worst days. You carried the weight of your regrets. You've lost, failed, fallen, and you're still breathing. That means you're still in the fight. That means the story is still yours to write. Don't let another 12 months pass and find yourself staring at the same dreams, living the same excuses, repeating the same damn sentence. Next year, for real. No. This year is the one you finish. This year is the one you lock in. This year is the one you go dark, go deep, go all in. This year is the one where you disappear from distractions and reappear with results. Not because the world owed you anything, but because you owed it to yourself. You paid in silence. You paid in sweat. You paid in sacrifice. In early mornings, in lonely nights, in no thank yous to the parties, in maybe later to the fun, in I can't, I have work to do when everyone else was chilling. You paid when it wasn't cool. You paid when no one noticed. You paid when quitting was easier. But quitting doesn't build champions. Finishing does. See, this year, this isn't about being motivated. It's about being obsessed. It's about being relentless. It's about waking up and doing the work even when your mind says stop. It's about showing up when it's boring, when it's hard, when it's not Instagrammable, because the prize doesn't go to the person who talks the most. It goes to the one who works the longest without applause. And listen close. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to be the most talented. You don't even have to believe in yourself right now. But you do have to move. You do have to act. You do have to begin. Because momentum doesn't show up out of nowhere. It's built, brick by brick, set by set, hour by hour. Even on the days you don't feel like it. Especially on the days you don't feel like it. Those are the days that count the most. Those are the days that separate the ones who say they want it from the ones who prove it. The truth is, you've already wasted enough time, wasted enough chances, let enough dreams collect dust. And it's not because you weren't capable, it's because you kept negotiating with the part of you that wants to stay safe. You kept making deals with comfort. You kept letting fear talk you out of action. You kept chasing approval instead of chasing purpose. Not anymore. This year, we stopped negotiating with weakness. We stopped playing small. We stopped asking for permission to be great. We stopped dimming our light so other people feel comfortable around us. This year, you take control of your life like you should have done years ago. And not for likes, not for followers, not to prove anyone wrong, but to finally prove yourself right, because you always knew there was more in you. You just needed a reason. Well, here it is. This is the year you rise. This is the year you change. This is the year you suffer for something bigger than comfort. This is the year you build that unbreakable version of yourself. If you're serious about changing your life, don't just watch, take action. I just launched TGP University to personally coach you on mindset, self-development, business, and financial freedom. We do live Zoom calls every week, answer your questions, and give you the tools to level up for real. This is where the real growth happens. Link is in the pinned comment. Go join us now before you fall back into the old you.